All right, David, I think we got one more minute before we get started.
Okay.
If you guys could mute yourself, that would be great. Everybody but David. All right, and we'll do a countdown, and when we get to the top of the hour, we'll start right on time. Hope everything's good in everybody's world. Sunny here in Colorado. We're supposed to get a huge storm this weekend. Like, I was talking to Peg Coates last night, and she said Denver's expecting power outages and everything. Who knows? Anyway, David, over to you.
All right, great. Thanks, Cindy. Thanks for the invite to share today, and thanks everybody for the variety of lessons that we get every day of the week. This has just been great. What I want to talk about today was a book that I've been aware of for some time. It's called Acres of Diamonds, and the short of the book is a story about a farmer who has cultivated this amazing garden, but he's lured away from his garden by the lure of diamonds or a fortune in faraway places. And the short of the story is that there is often success right under our feet. And if we go around bouncing from place to place, looking for perhaps the shiny object, we can lose our track. And maybe we don't fully cultivate the gardens that we have fully, so that we can get to the point of multiple touches, multiple follow-ups, and eventually collecting a decision. So with that in mind, I wanted to share my screen and show something that I found in Facebook that was helpful to me. So I'm going to share my screen. Can everybody see that? So in Healthy Self, there's a list of members in this group, and we've probably all invited people here. But when you click on the members list, if you scroll down a little bit, you'll see that there's a list here of friends that are in the group. So for me, it's 443. I think about 100 of those are probably ASEA associates. But if you scroll a little farther down, you can say see all. And what this does is it brings up a list of all the friends that you have that are in ASEA Healthy Self. So as you go through this list, you might find that there are team members on your team in this list. You might find there are other associates throughout ASEA. You might find that there are some customers of yours that have been through ASEA Healthy Self. All of those should perhaps bring a smile to your face because they went through the process. And there's also some probably people in here that either did not take any action, or maybe they did not respond anymore to you. And so they got lost. I think, as Cindy may have mentioned yesterday, I saw the recording, sometimes people get lost in the shuffle and we lose track of them. So when I started to go through this list, I started to see all the different people in here. I also saw some friends of mine that are in here that I did not invite into the group. Now, if you want a little kick in the butt, that's a great way to motivate yourself. In the past few weeks, I've connected with a number of new people who already knew about ASEA, which is a percentage up from what I'm used to seeing. And I've also seen a few people in this group that I did not invite that are my friends. Okay, so the number one task today would be to access this group, find the friends that you have in this group, and give yourself a bit of what did Alan called it, prospects PIP score. I don't know what the score will call, but just give yourself a data point as to how you're doing in terms of the number of people. There may be people in here that you invited that they just fell off for whatever reason. Is there something new in the group that you could share with them that comes to mind when you think of them? The second thing you can do is also go into ASEA VIP customers and do the same thing, because you may have customers in there, which is great, but they may have fallen off, or maybe there's a new resource in that group that you can access. Maybe there's a new video. There's lots of medical professional videos in there. Maybe there's something new that strikes, or you may just go through the list and go, wow, I haven't talked to that person in a while. Let me check in with them, okay? So that's step 1 and 2. Another thing that I learned through Facebook recently is that if you go to your Facebook profile here and you go to the upper right-hand corner where there's a little down arrow there, you click on that. And if you go to settings and privacy, and then you go to settings, And then you come over here to your Facebook information and you want to access your information. If you come into here, you can see all the posts that you made, all the comments you made, all the friends you have. And there's even a place right here at the top here where you can download your information. So if you click on this, it'll give you a download option. And so if you want to create a file and basically offload everything that you ever did on Facebook, all your friends, you could do that here. But I just want my friends list, because one of the things I learned back in November from Jefferson Santos in the GoPro training is that one of his 12 mistakes that he did in his network marketing business was not doing a full phone dump or a full Facebook dump of everyone that you have in your contacts. So if you come here very quickly, we only have another minute here. If you deselect everything and then you click on friends, and then you say here, create file, Facebook will go off and create that file for you. And you can see here, there's a request a copy in this spot here. There's also available copies. So here's my available copies. And here's a file right here of my friends, and I can download that. Now, if I download that and I open that file, it looks like this. It shows me all of my friends in reverse order from when I was friended with them. So if I want to go all the way back to the beginning at the bottom here and see, well, my first friend on Facebook was Marge, or my first friend here, or whatever it might be, this list can give you a sense for who your friends are and get that off of Facebook and maybe onto a more workable list. What I did very quickly is I copied and pasted this whole list. On my computer, I can do a select all and then a copy. And then I pasted this list into an Excel spreadsheet. And then I categorized every one of these friends. They're either an associate, they're a customer, they're, yes, I've spoken to them, no, I haven't, or question mark. And then I sorted that. And now I have a sorted list of those 5 categories that I can work from, and it's off of Facebook. And there were a lot of surprises in here. So I have about 2,000 friends. I know Cindy said she's pushing 5,000. You may have a couple hundred, you may have whatever it is. But if you can get your list off of Facebook, you might start to work with it a little bit differently if you saw it in front of you. So let me stop my share here and let me go ahead and share my screen here. Here are your 3 potential tasks for the next 20 minutes. The first is to review your healthy self friends list, review your ASEA VIP customers friends list, or the bonus might be to work on downloading your friends list from Facebook and taking a good look at that. So you got 20 minutes. I'll hold the timer here. I'll see you in 20 minutes.